Hello, viewers. Today we learn these pattern recognition receptors. Means in it, the immune system or cells of the immune system have this ability to recognize these microbes with the help of these pattern recognition receptors. So these pattern recognition receptors, they can be these soluble pattern recognition receptors are the complements. So these complements proteins will recognize these microbes and will bind with the receptors. So, and will recognize this microbe with the help of these pattern recognition receptors. So there will be some proteins on the microbe, and the pattern recognition receptors will recognize and bind with those structures on the microbe and will recognize that microbe. So it can be complement system, it can be the B cells, which will have these antibodies. With the help of antibodies, it will recognize these microbes. Dendritic cells will recognize with the help of these receptors. Neutrophils will have receptors and macrophages have these receptors. So B cells, macrophages, and the complement proteins and dendritic cells and neutrophils have these receptors which will structures which will recognize microbes or the proteins are the microbes. And this is termed as pattern recognition receptors. So pathogen-associated molecular patterns, PAMPs, and these pathogen-associated molecular patterns will be recognized by pattern recognition receptors. And we have these 5 different things: complement proteins, B cells, macrophages, dendritic cells, and neutrophils. They will have these receptors through which they will recognize these pathogen-associated molecular patterns. And then it will start to react against it and will start to destroy those microbes because these are the invaders and these are the enemies and they have to be recognized and they have to be destroyed. So in it, we see that pattern recognition receptors or pattern recognition receptors detect and bind pathogen-associated molecular patterns. So you can see that these complement proteins and B cells and dendritic cells and neutrophils and macrophages, which have these pattern recognition receptors, which will recognize microbes, and then after recognition, then it will start to react and will destroy that pathogen. Thank you.